for the first time ever, we've got Mikey Minihan. We'll open it right up for questions for Mikey.
What was it like going out there with your first extended playing experience?
Going out there, oh man, it was so special. You know, being able to have my first start against the #1 team in America, against 80,000 people, and, you know, in the first drive, being in for more plays than I did all last season, it was just amazing. I mean, it's something I'm going to remember for the rest of my life, and you know, it was a very special moment for me.
What was the pace like for you, you know, as far as conditioning? Did that factor in at all? Yeah.
For the game, I mean, the way we do it is practice is so high tempo and so crazy that when we got to the game, it wasn't hard to keep up with the speed of the game. You know, it was I felt good out there.
For you, would you have picked, with like a new offense and coach and everything, would you have picked Clemson to be the very first test?
I mean, you can't choose for things like that. It's just how the cards are dealt, you know. And you know, I think it was a good thing for our team to have that kind of test early on. I think it helped us challenge us and like kind of come into our identity a little bit more as an offense.
You talk about how Thursday will kind of be a day that you remember for a long time now.
Absolutely.
Is there a specific moment that you think you'll call back to and be like, you know what, like that meant a lot to me?
Just the moment for the first snap when, you know, the whole stadium was going crazy and, you know, you get the butterflies in your stomach, and then the moment after that first snap, you hit them and you're fine. And you know, this is gonna be fine. You're fine.
What have you done to position yourself to play? You were a guy that was down in the depth chart, and you get a new staff in, and in the spring you climbed your way up through the ranks and into the fall.
So the way I look at it is, in high school I didn't come from a triple option offense. I was more of a spread, so I wasn't a very good triple option offensive lineman.
Sure.
Honestly, yeah. So you know, when the new system came in, it was a lot of things that I was familiar with. And, you know, there was a lot of people to help me along the way too. Like Jared Sellers came from Vandy; he had a lot of good tips for me, and Jack DeFore had a lot of good tips for me too. And all my teammates have been tremendous in helping me come along as an offensive lineman.
You've worked some at center and guard.
Yeah.
How's your comfort if you have to play center?
My comfort, I mean, I'm feeling good about it right now. I've been getting reps at it this last week in practice, and you know, I just got to play the cards like they fall. Like I said earlier, it's bigger than me.
Do you like that Coach Key kind of cross trains everybody? And
I love it. Just because, I mean, you got to be ready for whatever's coming. You know, it's not up to you.
You look at the South Florida game against Wisconsin. Wisconsin had a lot of success running the ball early. Mm-hmm. I imagine they're going to rely on you guys to maybe do the same thing to start the game.
I mean, I don't know. That's a game plan thing. I'm not sure I'm allowed to talk about that.
But I mean, how do you feel about being in that position?
In that position, I think we feel pretty good about being able to run the ball.
Chris, I know you played 2 games last year. How many snaps did you actually get?
I played 1 play and 3 plays against Bowling Green.
Wow.
At the very end.
Wow. Were you counting like for the 5th play on Thursday? Like, hey.
I wasn't really counting. It was just I was just ready to go. You know, I was so excited.
A lot of guys, especially offensive linemen, have talked about the strides that they made and the improvements they made, I guess, in their bodies in the summer and throughout the summer. What was kind of your goal? What did you do? What did you want to see?
Yeah, so I mean, for me, it was I kind of still wanted to keep my body fat low because that's how we had it before. I was about 285 when the new staff came in, and so right now I'm about 295 to 300. It varies a little bit. But that's just what I wanted to keep my body at.
Aside from weight, like for you going from like a completely new offense, what was the biggest change you saw in yourself kind of help you get to this point?
The biggest change I saw in myself, I mean, it was a transition. You know, when I felt like I was just starting to grasp the triple option, and then you go right back to you got to listen to everything, write everything down, and take in everything. You don't know everything anymore. You know, it's all new.
Communication is a big part of your job.
Oh, absolutely.
And you were in between 2 guys who had started a lot of games. How did that work out for you?
I mean, Quinny and Kenny, those guys are amazing, and you know, we had great communication all night, and we made some good calls on made some good plays together.
Are you excited to possibly start your first home game at Bobby Dodd this weekend?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's, you know, I've been waiting for this for a little bit, so, so I'm very excited.
What are Coach Key's strengths? What has he done well to get you guys to
Coach Key, what he always says is teaching is the ability to inspire learning, and he's excellent at that. He's a great coach.
How does he do that?
He's just very passionate about what he does, and he makes us passionate about it too. And, you know, when we're not on it, he makes us on it. And, you know, we all love him.
I think it was Zach who said, you know, you could be watching film with him and he'll pick out one specific thing and just like go forever.
Talk about it.
Really
Yes.
dive deep. How has that helped you, and kind of what else do you see when you're watching film with him?
You know, for me, it kind of helps shrink everything down. You know, say we're running outside zone, you don't need to be thinking about the whole play, the running back's going outside, you need to be thinking about your step, your head placement, where you're going, the guy, the linebacker, your call, what you need to do. And just make sure everything's squared away so everyone can do their job to the best of their ability.
You took a kind of long shot coming here from so far away. And
Yeah.
I mean, it has to feel good that it's paid off this quickly. I imagine you weren't sure for a while, and
Yeah,
especially with the change and all that.
Yeah, I was in limbo for a long time. You know, there was quite a bit of time where, you know, didn't know what was going to happen next. You know, 2 months ago I didn't know what was going to happen. And, you know, just coming out and working hard every day is paid off.
Do you have family who's going to come down on Saturday to see you play?
My dad came up on Thursday and watched the game. And then my older sister, she lives in Atlanta, so she comes to pretty much all the games. And my mom's coming up in November.
Had you given any thought to transferring at any point?
No.
You mentioned Coach Key's passion. Like, what does he do that tells you how passionate he is about coaching the line and, you know, you learning it?
Just the way he carries himself, the kind of energy he brings in every day to the offensive line room, and the kind of standard that he holds us to. You know, he doesn't say do this, and he's not okay with, you know, us not being the best.
What do you think about Jahazel playing both ways? You obviously are next to him sometimes, and
Yeah,
across
I
him
mean,
and others.
Jahazel's a great player, and it takes a special kind of talent to be able to play both ways like that. And you know, for him to be able to learn both playbooks on both sides of the ball is awesome.